Hope you're well. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about provincial strategies for business immigration. A lot of times, people think that the only ways to come to Canada are based on the federal programs for permanent residents, such as coming in under the Federal Skilled Worker Program or coming in as a worker. And so today I wanted to talk about the fact that there are so many other programs that maybe you've not heard of. And obviously, in a quick LinkedIn Live for Ackah Law, I can't get into serious details, but I need you to understand that we're going to do a high level of the provinces and the ones that we work with the most. And then you need to know that the devil is in the details. There's so much information available, and you can contact us if you'd like a consultation to learn more. But high level, we're going to try to work our way from one end of the country to the next. So let's start with British Columbia. We do a lot of these British Columbia programs for entrepreneurs and investors who want to move to British Columbia. And so the people that qualify have to have a certain revenue, they have to have a certain net worth, they have to have business experience, and then they also have to decide if they're going to work and buy a business in the regional pilot, which means outside of the greater British Columbia area, the greater Vancouver area, or if they want to be in the GVRD, there's a higher requirement for both investment and job creation. So you must be looking at what's called the British Columbia Entrepreneur Immigration Stream. You can go to the BCPMP website if you'd like the specifics. There's a lot of information. And usually the people that qualify for that are already educated people, professionals, and business owners already, and that they're considering investing to come to Canada as workers and then to become permanent residents through their investment in their entrepreneurial endeavors. So BC is one of the main ones we use because it's got a great program, it's flexible, and of course it's right next door to us here in Alberta, and many people want to live in British Columbia. So we're getting much more interest on that side of the country. Another thing I want to talk about is we're moving into Alberta. Unfortunately, Alberta doesn't have a stream similar to BC, and that's always, I think, a downfall for us because it would be great if we had our own entrepreneur immigration that was not related to rural areas. We have in Alberta the rural entrepreneur stream, and that is a stream that's aimed at business people who want to start or run or buy an existing business outside in a rural community. So if you want to immigrate and you don't want to live in one of the major centers like Calgary or Edmonton, and you want to invest and move to a rural community, this program is really all that's available for people coming to Alberta under the entrepreneur stream. The other thing in Alberta we have the farm stream. So because Alberta is very much a farm industry province, people who are experienced farmers who want to buy or start a farm can come to Alberta as well. So those are really the main two ones. In Alberta, we have a foreign graduate stream for entrepreneurs, as well as those who've graduated in Alberta, but they're not for existing professional, successful business owners necessarily. Okay, so now we're going to move into Saskatchewan. People always talk about the Saskatchewan program, and it seems to have a really good reputation. And as long as you qualify, again, the devil is in the details. You must make sure that you're eligible to get an expression of interest and that you're going to get an invitation to submit your application, and then you get nominated. They have as well a stream for international graduates. Many people ask me about Saskatchewan because there's a real need, and they even have a list of kind of occupations they're looking for. But one of the other challenges with working and trying to use the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program is sometimes they require you to have a family member living in the province as well to help you with adaptability. So if you've got everything else, but you don't have that, then it might not work for you to come initially as a worker under one of their other streams. The Manitoba Investor Stream is another one for the provinces as we go across the country. And there is an entrepreneur pathway for those people who want to open businesses in Manitoba. And basically, you come in and you get a temporary work permit, and then you become a permanent resident in time. And again, you have to have business experience. You have to usually be able to show you've got financial means and that you are coming with a strong business plan and strategy. They want it to be successful. They don't want to give people work permits and give them permanent residence, and then they're not successful. or they're also not creating jobs for Canadians, which is also one of our requirements for most of the programs across the country. The Ontario entrepreneur stream also is another option for people who are focused on starting a business or buying an existing business in Ontario. And again, you need to be nominated by the province. And then once you're nominated, you're eligible to apply for a work permit and permanent residence. It's very hard to give such a high level on all the provincial business immigration programs because they're so extensive and they're so diverse and they're so different. Some of them require you to have $300,000 to $600,000 to invest, and others you can come in with $150,000. So it's very difficult to give specifics. And that's why we recommend always, let's do a consultation. Let's figure out where you want to go. Let's do the analysis based on your background and your history of entrepreneurship and what you'd like to establish and do in Canada. And then we can give you some really specific strategies and specific streams that are going to work for you. Nova Scotia and the Atlantic provinces have great programs as well. They usually have less of a financial requirement. So if people are open to living in, the East Coast, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick as well, they have less financial requirements for the investor or entrepreneur, but you do have to do a business and live there and operate it. So, and they keep changing, especially the Atlantic program keeps changing because I think they're finding people were coming and they weren't actually staying in the province. And the goal for some of these smaller provinces is to populate their provinces and to build investment and to create job opportunities so that their citizens will stay in the region and not leave to go to Ontario, Alberta, Vancouver, etc., looking for work. So if you'd like to learn more about the specific business immigration programs for the province that you're interested in deep diving into and doing an analysis and a consultation, you can call me and the team at Ackah Business Immigration Law at the numbers and the contact information above. This is just a very high level to let you know that there are many, many, many ways to come to Canada if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, or somebody who has the means to invest in a business. There are streams to get you to Canada successfully, and we'd love to help you do that. Thanks so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.